explain, please, about loneliness? How to how not to be lonely. When you look at people, some look so lonely, and you know they're lonely. They know they're lonely. What what is the solution to this?
Well, actually, loneliness is very easy to understand. You're lonely because you're alone. You're not with someone that really makes you happy, that really fulfills your desire for companionship, to have someone to love. So, even in a huge crowd of people, maybe you're in a circle of so-called friends, at a party, you're still lonely. Because no one is there with you in your heart. You don't feel that loving connection with someone. And even if you have someone you say you love, you still feel lonely because the heart is lonely. And the problem is we, the spirit soul, located in the heart, will only find our fulfillment, that person that we actually will find happiness with, in the Supreme Lord, in God. So, you will never find a lonely, real lover of God. But in the material world, where God is not even a part of our life at all, we try to fill up this need of the perfect person to love with all these other people, our friends, our relatives, and so on like that, but it doesn't work. So sometimes the most famous or the most lauded people, the people who have the most friends and everybody's, always around them, are still very, very lonely for this exact reason. So the only real solution is to re-establish our lost relationship with God. Then that loneliness will go away because He's in our heart. God is in our heart. He's in our heart. He's known as the Paramatma, the Lord in the heart. He's always with us, but we don't see that. We're separated. See, in our material consciousness, we're blind to His presence. So, when we grow spiritually, when we purify our minds, when we purify our hearts of all this material contamination, actually begin to, as I always say, live a more complete spiritual lifestyle based on devotional service to God, then that relationship begins to unfold, it begins to grow. And I'm not alone. Whether I'm with a lot of people, whether I'm with nobody, whether if I'm on a deserted island, I'm still with the one I love. And He's with me, and loneliness is a thing of the past, is history. And this is the only real solution. So I can get married, oh, this will solve my loneliness. It doesn't. I can have children, oh, this will solve it doesn't. Oh, I want more friends, I have more friends. It doesn't solve my problem. There's only one solution, and this is what all the great spiritual teachers have taught. See, all of those who know the truth tell us the same thing. Love for God is the only solution. Mm-hmm. So by regularly hearing and chanting God's names, which I always promote, chant the mantras, chant the names of God. This will bring us in direct contact with God. And I will experience, now I have someone in my life that fulfills me, that actually makes it so I'm not empty inside, I'm not lonely. And I will never be lonely again in that loving relationship.